part of what we're trying to do is get out some content to people as we see you maybe once a year, hopefully. If we haven't seen you in longer than that, please reach out to us because I know we're reaching out to you. But one of the things that we get a lot of questions about is with some of the law changes, what ages are important? 65 is a very important age because of the Medicare situation. That hasn't changed, so that's been the same. The two ages that I think are the most important are 59 and a half. So at 59 and a half, you have provisions inside of your current employer's plan, most likely, that nobody's ever told you about, unless it was your advisor. So at 59 and a half, if you have a 401k, you can have access to that money without paying penalties. You can also move it from your 401k without any taxes or fees to be managed somewhere else. So why would you do that? There are reasons why you would and reasons why you wouldn't. The short list of why you wouldn't might be costs. So I don't know what anybody's 401k plans cost. A lot of them cost very high and other costs are very nominal. It's oftentimes dependent upon the employer and the size of the employer. So I'm not going to speak to the fees and where the cost savings could be or how it might be more expensive to move it outside, but it's a case-by-case situation, and we have those conversations literally every single day. But the advantage of moving outside of the retirement plan is in most retirement plans, there are somewhere between 10 and 24 options, and that's the platform. And then if you're investing with us, you've got 15,000 options. Like there are just so many different ways to invest, from individual stocks to ETFs to mutual funds, which we don't really use that much anymore. Mutual funds tend to be a little bit more expensive. That's what you have in your 401k plans almost always. So at 59 and a half, you have options that you didn't used to have. So if you want to hear more about that, ask your advisor about it, but that's a big deal. Gives you some new flexibility that nobody's probably telling you about. The other age, which has changed, is 73. 73 is really important because if you haven't been taking money out of your IRAs or 401ks at 73, you have to. You have to. So if you don't take money out of your IRAs, it is the biggest tax penalty that there is in the tax penalty book. So you definitely want to take what's called a required minimum distribution, often called an RMD. And so we have never had a client miss an RMD in our whole existence. Like, it's very important. And we make sure that that's part of our job. If you have 401ks and IRAs that are not being managed by an advisor, though, you are responsible to be making sure that happens. If you have something like that with us and you are a client of ours, let us know about it, because you don't necessarily need to take it out of that account. You could take it out of a different account. It's the cumulative dollar amount that the IRS needs to be met. So if you have 3 IRAs, you could take all of your required minimum distributions out of just one of those 3, as long as it's proportionately enough of a dollar amount that the requirements are met. So many people are already taking plenty of money out. They're retired and they're taking money out of their retirement accounts anyways, so those requirements are met. But oftentimes we have people, and these are usually the grumpy people, that say, I don't need that money. I don't want to take that money. I don't want to pay taxes on it. If you have a situation like that, you still have to take the money out. Doesn't mean you can't reinvest it somewhere else. Sometimes we're taking money out of the left pocket, paying tax on it, and then putting it in the right pocket somewhere where maybe we don't have to pay tax on it again, so that we're not double taxed. So that's the idea. Today, I just wanted to express to you those ages. 59 and a half, very, very big deal. 73, incredibly big deal. Make sure you're paying attention to these things. Nobody cares more about your money than you do. Thanks. Have a great day.